And in other news, President Bola Tinubu's administration is not merely constructing roads, but building durable infrastructure designed to last a century. That is according to the Minister of Works, David Umahi, who spoke while inspecting some road projects in Ogun State. Senior reporter Kazim Olowe reports.
As an administration committed to quality infrastructure development, the federal government under President Bola Tinubu has continued to invest in the reconstruction of road projects across the country. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, while inspecting the ongoing Lagos-Shagamu Ijebu-Ode-Benin Expressway reconstruction project, said in order to ensure durability, the federal government had adopted concrete pavement technology. He expressed satisfaction with the pace and quality of work on the road reconstruction project, describing it as a model of a new standard for federal road infrastructure in Nigeria. The minister who led the inspection team on the Section 1 and 2 of the project said the contractor had completed about 8.1 kilometers on the Shagamu-bound lane and was working day and night to meet the December 2025 deadline.
The president has given very serious priority on road construction because the road is the catalyst and it is the GDP that grows other GDP. So the president is aware of this, and you can see the quality of the roads the president is building. And so these are roads that when built will last up to 100 years. This is very important.
He said the current section was about 40% completed, adding that the contractor had been directed to first deliver the 24-kilometer stretch before proceeding to construct the 7 interchanges along the Lagos corridor. The minister also inspected the ongoing repair work on the damaged flyover at Alapako village along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
So right now they're working on about 3 bridges out of the 5. And I've told them that President graciously had approved money for these repairs, emergency repairs. The same thing with emergency repairs at Lokoja, Benin, where the bridge got opened.
He, however, directed the Federal Controller of Works in Ogun State to ensure that every completed 5-kilometer stretch was open to traffic after 21 days and properly maintained to ease movement and reduce travel stress for motorists. Kazim Olowe, TVC News, Shagamu.
The United Nations Children Fund says over 2 billion people globally still lack access to basic hand-washing facilities, a situation it warns could undermine the decades of progress in public health. UNICEF is urging Nigeria's federal and state governments to invest more in hygiene infrastructure and education, especially in schools and rural communities. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida tells us more.
In many parts of the world, including Nigeria, washing of hands with soap and water remains a daily struggle. According to the 2025 Joint Monitoring Program by UNICEF and the World Health Organization, about 2 billion people globally still do not have access to a hand-washing facility at home. In Nigeria, 1 in 3 households lack basic hand-washing services, while in schools, only 37% of learning environments have running water and soap for pupils to use.
We are present in this school this morning with the authority and children, as you have seen, to launch the day. And together with the children, we pass through this message and also observe how they learn to practice hand washing.
UNICEF warns that poor hygiene continues to fuel preventable illnesses such as diarrhea, cholera, and respiratory infections, which remains among the leading causes of death for children under 5.
In the community, each individual, each person in school, in the health facility, in hospital, to practice properly the hand washing can be contributing to increase the effectiveness of this action.
Public health experts also say that hygiene gaps contribute to school absenteeism, with thousands of children, especially girls, missing classes due to unsafe or inadequate sanitation. The agency is calling for increased government spending on clean water, sanitation and hygiene, known as WASH, particularly in low-income and conflict-affected communities. UNICEF's latest report shows that sub-Saharan Africa remains the most affected region, while less than half of the population can wash their hands with soap and water at home. To bridge this gap, UNICEF and partners are working with state governments and local communities to promote behavioral change, water infrastructure projects, and hygiene awareness in schools. Justy Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
Away from Borno State, let's turn our attention to Yobe, where in a major show of commitment, the fight against drug abuse, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has publicly destroyed over 8 tons of seized illicit substance in Damaturu. The exercise, the first of its kind in the state, was flagged up by Governor May Balabuni, who commended the agency's efforts and called for greater public support in the fight against drug trafficking. TVC News' Michael Oshoma reports.
These are some of the seized hard drugs by officials of the NDLEA in Yobe State. The illicit items are displayed in the open space for public destruction.
This is the first time officials of the NDLEA are publicly burning seized illicit drugs in Yobe State. The destruction of the substances behind me is a clear indication of determination, commitment in the fight against drug abuse.
Governor Malabuni, represented by his deputy, who officially flagged off the public destruction exercise, described the event as a bold step in safeguarding the future of the youth and ensuring a drug-free society.
Let me use this opportunity to reiterate the state government's commitment and support security agencies in their efforts to ensure a safe and secure environment. In this regard, our administration is conscious of the role of educating in the prevention of drug abuse among youth and school-age children. Hence, our developed policy of ensuring free education at both primary and secondary school levels is aimed at ensuring that our children are enlightened at an early age on the dangers of drug abuse.
NDLEA officials say the seized drugs were collected from various parts of the state over time, and the public burning sends a clear warning to drug traffickers and users alike.
The public destruction of drug exhibit stands as a solemn, significant act in the nation's ongoing effort against illicit drug trafficking and abuse. Beyond its immediate procedural value, it represents a firm statement of integrity, honesty, and resolve in the execution of NDLEA statutory responsibilities.
Today stands to be recorded in time as the moment when the command and all stakeholders in Yobe State came together to resolve to purge our communities of harmful substances. Therefore, NDLEA Yobe State Command reaffirms our determination to ensure that Yobe State is a model of success in drug control.
The Drug Enforcement Agency says it will continue to intensify efforts in drug rehabilitation and work closely with communities to tackle the root causes of drug abuse across Yobe State. Michael Oshoma, TVC News, Damaturu, Yobe State.